and Sally Dickinson donated property to the trustees and their successors of the A.M.E Zion Church. On this property, a one-room wooden church was built on Jackson Street, later named Convent Avenue. The first bishop of Asbury was the Right Reverend J.W. Hood. He assigned Reverend Henderson as the first pastor to this church. Asbury was destroyed twice by fire. The church was rebuilt in 1906, but a windstorm that same year damaged the church building severely. In 1907, the church was reconstructed under the leadership of the Reverend A.M.E church pastor. Presiding elder A.J. Rogers and Bishop J.W. Allsworth. This church building had a large pitched roof, stained glass windows, and a bell tower. The sanctuary was adorned with beautiful oil lamps and a lovely pipe organ, and a furnace stood midway to church. There was a small storage house behind the church.
In November of 1964, the Reverend James Thomas Good Sire was appointed to Asbury Chapel. During his pastorate, the church was completely renovated. An education building and a new parsonage were built and completed in 1968. The old parsonage was a large frame white house with a front porch. It was sold to Mrs. Nadine McInnes Brown and moved to Railroad Avenue in Pascagoula. In September of 1985, Hurricane Elena caused significant damages to the sanctuary and education building. Under the leadership of Reverend Paul L. Whiters, the church was repaired and restored. In 1995, under the leadership of Reverend Samuel E. Leach, the educational building was expanded. 3 years later, in September 1998, Asbury fell prey to the disruptive forces of Hurricane George, but by the grace of God, the education building was spared significant damage and worship services were held there until the sanctuary was repaired.
On August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katelyn ravaged the Mississippi Gulf Coast. The storm surge caused major structural damage to the church and intensive damage to the education building and the church parsonage. Local and governing authorities rendered the damage to the church structure as unsound. Therefore, the church was demolished. The education building and the parsonage were completely gutted. Despite the ravaging storms, God was still good to Asbury. In 2006, under the leadership of the Reverend Joyce F. Gant, the membership returned to a newly restored education building, using the fellowship as a sanctuary for worship service. In 2007, the partial repairs were completed. Volunteers from across America helped with the restoration.
In previous years, Asbury purchased property from the family of Peggy Henry, Irma Herder Jones, and Lottie Herder Ware. It was on these three lots that the new sanctuary was constructed. In 2006, the building project was completed. In November 2008, during the 127th annual session of the West Alabama Annual Conference, under the leadership of the late Bishop James Elbert McCoy, the building was dedicated. Reverend Joyce F. Gant was our pastor, and the Reverend James Taylor was presiding elder of the Mobile District. The late Bishop James McCoy was instrumental in helping to raise funds throughout the connection to assist in the reconstruction project at Asbury. Many years of church maintenance and upgrades to the Asbury church property have been possible by two faithful members, Mr. Roscoe Cox and Mr. Edward King. Most of these repairs were made free of cost cost to the church. They both continue to donate their services to the church today. The present church exterior metal handrail was fabricated and installed by Mr. Cox, who is the master carpenter. Mr. King has taken care of plumbing repairs and upkeep of the church grounds and property. These are just a few of the many contributions of their time and talents they have made to bless the church.
Asbury Chapel has been blessed to have been served by 28 faithful pastors who have served the church well. Our current pastor, the Reverend A.M.E. Wiley, was given his pastor. Our current pastor appointment at the first 32nd season of the West Alabama Annual Conference in November 2014 by the Right Reverend Dennis V. Proctor. Under Reverend Wiley's leadership, the church has experienced all revelations. The church is growing spiritually as well as numerous in additions. There has been many accomplishments and enhancements to the worship center worship service as well as the church property. We have purchased a new Hamilton digital organ and a new digital keyboard. We have also installed monitors in the education building, vestibules, and sanctuary, as well as upgrading our sound systems in the church. In the year of 2018, the church bought and paid for 5 lots directly across the street from the church. God has surely been good to Asbury Chapel African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church. To God to be the glory for all he has done in the past, what he is doing now, and what he will do in the future.